All right, episode 2. I have a timer here because I was like, that's about a 30-minute episode, right? No, it was like, I don't know, 18 and some change.
You there? Come over
I don't need to
here,
be stopping
would you?
every 18 minutes. Hey, man, what's going on?
You're tarnished,
That's right.
aren't you? It's tightly
Yeah,
hooked.
it's okay.
Drive the
Open the gate.
darts, you
Okay,
breeze.
guards. Right, okay. I think I'll use some
Fair
meat.
enough.
Thanks.
You certainly don't have to trust me.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, if you must go through,
Yeah.
but of course, I'd advise.
Okay. All right.
Use that opening.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
guards haven't took your
Yeah, I see it. That one over there.
right inside, undetected.
I understand. I'd like to use some meat.
When you approach the
We've
gate,
done this.
it's
You do remember the
only
last
one
25 times we did
line
this?
after all.
Okay. I understand. Okay, thank you. Okay. Why did they even give us that option? I guess, for people that are replaying it. It's kind of annoying, though. Yeah, open the gate. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Ah. Who's this guy? Single person storming the castle. All right. Who we got here? Did you get hit by your own arrows? What a dumb little... Oh, shit. Okay. I really do not want to die getting this, some smoldering butterfly. That's pretty close. I mean, is the thought here, is what Miyazaki's thinking, okay, perfect situation. Person's like, oh my god, I finally made it here. Oh, what's this over here? Arrow to the back, down the hole, dead, or you have to do all that again. It's a good idea. I like it. What's this guy's name? Corwin? Is that idiot's name? Falling Corwin's head? Or is that is Corwin the guy that... Oh, God. I gotta pay attention. Chases the gold mask around. Okay. Do you guys mind? This is a video for YouTube. People have to think I'm good at the game. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Nope. Okay. Hey, guys. Okay. Should we fight? You guys want to fight? It's a fighting game. Okay. See, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, New Game Plus, like, I'm just one-tapping that guy. Come on. Like, how is that? Who's that for? Ah. I mean, I'm obviously not doing very well, but still. I'd be doing a lot worse if people did, like, real damage. And I'm going to about to get... Okay. Excuse me. Okay. You gonna stand like 3 feet from me and use a crossbow? This is so... Oh my god. If I die here, I swear to god. Man. What poor execution on my part. Okay. I'll be honest, yeah, like I was a little nervous the first time recording. It's like somebody could actually see me fumbling around doing this. It's nerve-wracking. I can't imagine doing invasions like on streaming. I suppose you probably get used to it after a while. No, yeah, tracking on that is not... I mean, it shouldn't be too great, right? But not the best. Oh, was that? No, I wasn't even paying attention to his health. Somber one. Oh, for anybody, I didn't mention this. I mentioned I was on New Game Plus 4, I think. Not that it matters. But this is also a save file that I think I got around Shadow of the Erd Tree. After I beat it with my own save file, I I just got downloaded like a bunch of vanilla, like every item, whatever, infinite runes, etc. Just to like kind of have them and mess around with stuff, like all weapons leveled up and stuff. And I've also given myself whatever I have used up in the meantime, stuff via cheat engine. So like I'm not representing that this is like some sort of character that I farmed myself or didn't receive help with or something. If anybody, I'm sure there's a lot of like inspector generals that were worried about the ethics of the situation here. All right. Oh, hey. Sorry, man. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, hey. Also, I was reflecting on my last stream. I said I was going to do a full playthrough. I just mean I'm going to beat the game. I'm not doing like every boss, I'm not doing every anything, to be totally clear. So kiss my ass. But I didn't want that to be misleading. Where people are like, oh, it's full playthrough. You didn't do like any of the bosses in Limgrave. Forgot about that area. Oh, wait, I have throwies. Hey, take that. Got a few of these. One of those. Well, that makes those a little easier. Hey, don't... yeah. I know. Why am I wasting time with this? See, this is what I do with my new games, like of Elden Ring. When I start a new game, and then I'm like, I'm gonna explore all of Limgrave again, and then I just get fatigued and don't finish anything. A number of times I've explored Limgrave. Okay, I'm gonna go right between the wickets here. Here we go. Okay. Another plug. I obviously use a lot of mods. If you've watched this video and the last video, I think my favorite mod that I use is I don't intend this to be a brag or my so cool 1,000 hours of Elden Ring to be a brag, but there's a more difficult co-op mod. I should probably look these up before I start spouting off about them, but it's essentially a mod that just scales the game for more difficult co-op. So, obviously the game wasn't balanced around that. So, and it does increase, but it's still, I don't know. I've never done co-op, but I assume it's just not enough to present a great challenge, especially probably for, mobs and stuff like that. So, yeah, anyway. I really enjoyed using that to like double the boss health, or actually it doubles all the enemies' health. Not watching this. Because honestly, like, I don't know. I don't want to do a level 1 run. I've never done one. I don't want to have to do like every run perfect, but I would like the bosses to be like more challenging, especially like I was talking last video, like, I don't really understand, like, FromSoft's, like, what their intended experience for New Game Plus is supposed to be, right? Like, I don't really know. Because every enemy is so weak, it's just not fun, for me at least. And frankly, even in just new game, if you have, if you've played the game before and you're starting a new save, by the time you get to Margit, whichever one it is, you're going to have a pretty decent weapon, and you're going to probably, like, cook him pretty quickly. These delays, man. I'm trying. No, that's a grab. Trying to deflect it. I was trying to get some deflects in, so, I'm not just doing a full R1 fight. As I previewed, I probably would. But yeah, honestly, like that, I I use that mod. At first, I used it to. Let's try to. Okay, let's get out of here. At first, I used it to triple the enemy health, and frankly, it just felt like the beginning of the game was leveled like New Game, which is all I've ever wanted.
I am the Lord of all that is golden.
Yeah.
And one day, we'll
It was great, to be honest with you. Around the fire giant, I was like, okay, this is triple's a little bit much. Yeah. And it wasn't even like, because obviously like it doesn't increase the damage at all, I don't think. And it also makes the mod makes the talismans much stronger, which is like really interesting, because it makes a lot of talismans that are useless like actually viable, to the point where like like a couple of them, in particular the is Corwin not here yet? I have to rest, I think. Like the Blessed Dew talisman in the Crimson Amber, no, the ones that regenerate health and mana. What are they called? Those are like really good in the mod, like good enough that you would like want to equip them if you like want to shore up your health by a little bit.
Hello there.
Whereas like I would never do that. Well, I mean I think I've done that just out of muscle memory, but I would never do that with the current talisman, like in the base game. It's just like it ticks up so slow. I have everything. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, that's a fun way to play. And for the DLC, I did beat the DLC with double health. That was too much, too. I think it was. I should rephrase that. 90% of it wasn't too much. Like Consort Radon was too much. It was just not fun. I eventually beat him. Moog was. I know Moog's not in the DLC. Moog was also not very fun at triple health. Although I did beat him. That was an absolute. That was a bloodbath. Okay. All right. Who do we want to fight in Liurnia? Probably nobody. That's not true. Let's see what we got here. Let's go over and fight it. Minor Erd Trees are like one of my favorite bosses. I feel like that's a relatively minority opinion. I have to go over here, right, to get the medallion, rolled medallion half. What else do I want to do? Alright, we'll figure it out. I don't care to talk to him. Yeah, in the increased boss, the health pool, it's just like, especially for the early bosses like Margit and Godfrey, I don't know. When I was doing those fights, you know, they're taking like 5+ minutes, you know, maybe even longer, to be honest with you. Maybe not that long, but you know, they're really long, and it results in, you know, you having to do it pretty well, but not perfect. But also you see a lot of the moves that you otherwise wouldn't see. I don't know. I just found it to be really enjoyable. And also, like, it's not fun to, like, run through and, like, one-tap trash bombs. Like, you know. I don't know. I have no interest in doing that. All right. Let's hit this guy. Maybe one of those. I missed him. Oh, isn't there a Royal Revenant over here? I don't want to deal with that. That's for sure. Let's go fight Glintstone. Is it Glintstone? I'm Dragon Adula something. I like that fight. It's one of the better dragon fights in my opinion. Obviously it's not like Bale's like clearly number one. Although I don't think I like Bale as much as everybody else does. It's a really good fight, but the second phase kind of doesn't do it for me. The one attack where he has the AoE on the ground that kind of rolls through, I can never tell when it's coming. I eventually, apparently, dodged it successfully enough to beat him a few times, but it never felt like I really knew when that was coming. Okay, I think this is where the Elbenork village is. Very important lore place. Elbenorks. Poor Elbenorks. I wonder if they updated the Elbenork genocide number. I know that they posted, I don't know, 4 trillion Elbenorks have been killed in that farming spot in particular. Being the hotbed. Wow, why is it look? It just looks crazy dark. Do I have my lantern? I don't know. Do I need a lantern? Who needs a lantern? Oh, gross. What are these summons? Why do I have summons in here? I'm gonna get ambushed by that perfume. Eyes getting pretty close to him. Who needs a lantern? Oh, there it is. Ah, too quick. I have a horse and a lantern. Hey, perfumer. Perfume this. Too slow? Oh. This is like a pretty good example. I hit him once and he's at half health. What happened there? Now he's at next to no health? Like, how's that fun? Come on. Okay. I'll give this guy an Ichimonji.
Please, no. Dear
Okay.
me.
Okay. Yeah, just relax. Just give me the thing. Lieutenant, etc. I know.
No secrets lie with me,
I
not
know.
a one. Oh, please leave me.
I'll leave you alone. Please, just give me the thing. Did he give it to me?
Oh,
Elbenork, right. Whole village, yeah.
I beg you. You must keep
What's
it
his
out
name
of
did
the
this,
curse.
right? Godrick? Or not Godrick, Gideon.
And if you should
Thanks. Oh, man. And now I have to kill the Briar over here. It's required. Oh, there's the bridge. Why is it? I guess it's just nighttime. I'm just being an idiot. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, I'll leave you two alone. I just don't want the magic spammed at me. Thank you. I like to go kill the dogs first. I don't want them fucking with me. Oh, I thought I had the thing up. Oh, Rune Arc. That's another. I feel like I'm complaining a lot. I love this game more than anything else. But I never use Rune Arcs. I just don't bother. I don't care. I frankly don't use consumables very. I use the. You've seen me use probably the. What's it called? The bubble that protects you from a hit. But I really don't use consumables as much as I don't know, as much as I would like. I would really like to just. I think I was scarred from Sekiro when like. I haven't played it in a couple of years, but I remember you have to use like a specific, very specific consumable that was very limited in the game to have a good chance as a normie of beating the headless guys. And I remember feeling pretty good using one and just like I don't know. I just used 3 or 4 consecutively. Just got housed 4 times in a row. Came close once, I think, which is why I continued to do it, but just felt really bad. So now I'm like, I don't know. If I, like, what are the odds that 4% or I don't know, 10% golden vow increase in the beginning is gonna put me over the edge. I'd rather just get better at the fight and hit R1 a few more times and dodge a few more times than do that. And it feels pretty bad to just like. I also don't want to stand at the boss door and be like, okay, what I got to do? Okay, Hellish Brewery, Golden Vow, Flame Grammy Strength, and all of a sudden, like 10 minutes later, I'm like, okay, I think a quarter of this is worn off because I'm an idiot and super slow at this, and then I just die. I just get roll caught a couple times and die in 10 seconds, and that's 20 seconds of my life I can't have back. Of course, you can't have any of it back, unfortunately. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Let's go over here. Let's go to 2. Another fight that was really good, and so I found the Godrick the Grafted fight to actually be pretty interesting and pretty challenging. Like once I, boosted his health pool to a reasonable amount. With that mod, another one was I think Renala is really interesting too, if she's got like a reasonable health pool. But if she, I mean like that's not how it typically goes with Renala, right? Somebody just has like Bloodhound's Fang and it's 2 or 3 L2s and she's done. Am I just literally back where I started? Am I the world's biggest idiot? Well, yeah. At least it's documented now. I got some extra row fruit out of it. That's good. But yeah, I think Renala is like a pretty underrated fight that I kind of like way more after playing that way. I suppose I should probably. People are probably just. I mean, nobody's listening to this, but I suppose I should probably just do a level 1 run. Honestly, I did. I started one, and I actually made it to Renala. I beat all the bosses up to Renala. It's only like 25 or something, and most of them are pushovers. But and that run back to Renala was just like, you typically only do it. I mean. 0 times in a run because Renala is like so squishy, but to have to do that 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, I was just like, I mean, I should not be taking that long to beat Renala, but it's level 1. I don't know, I'm not that good, so what? But yeah, that was really not fun, and that's when I dropped off of my level 1 run. I'm kind of tempted to use the I know it's cheating, but like the boss arena mod and just go through and do it at level 1 so then I don't have to do all the bullshit. Okay, use the flint stuff. I can't see anything. Oh, great. Let's try to use the backstep attack. No, that actually worked. I didn't hit him. Oh. Oh, man. That's another thing I found about this weapon. Its range is a little bit deceiving. Am I gonna die? First death? He's gonna whack me. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm in a pot. Caught in a pot. Okay, what do we want to do? What are you up to, man? What a great weapon, the Guardian Tree Sword. Guardian Tree Sword Spear. I think that's what it's called. Top 50 at least weapon for me. I'm a sucker for that weapon. I'm a sucker for most kind of two-handed scythe / halberd type weapons. That's kind of my main thing. When I'm just not streaming and doing runs like this. I watch a lot of these videos, and the streams. I always have something on in the background, typically FromSoft or I think I have pretty weird taste in video games. I kind of like FromSoft games, but I don't really like many other action RPG-ish games. I mostly like kind of computer-y games, like Dwarf Fortress, and I've been playing Oxygen Not Included a fair amount. I got some like indie. I've been playing a lot of demos from like the Steam Next Fest. So yeah, but I always have these videos on. And now I'm like posting video, and I'm like, nobody wants to hear me talking, right? I mean, I have those videos on mute, but I also, 30 seconds of silence goes by, and I'm like, Casey Kasem would be, horrified if he heard this. What are you doing? Say something. Just say, I wonder, nobody knows who Casey Kasem is. I don't really know who he is, to be honest with you. I remember the Billboard Top 25, like, vaguely. It was, like, really on its last breath when I heard it on the radio. But I'm sure, like, nobody under... I'm 30-something. I'm in my mid-30s. I think I'm 35 or 36. So if I barely know who Casey Kasem is, I doubt that anybody younger does. Why am I going over here? That's not where I wanted to go. I want to go fight Glintstone Dragon over here. I think he's right there. Maybe he's right here. He's in one of these rock situations. Oh, right over there? Wouldn't that be nice? I'd like some daylight. It's a little spooky out here. Oh man, I had one of my like horrible... So I originally started playing Elden Ring on PS5. And I went through and I got everything, including like the farmable weapons. And I had a couple horror stories, like where I was farming enemies that didn't actually... I didn't pass time to the night like I was intending to. But I had a couple of times I was like trying to farm something that like the enemy didn't actually drop. The one that I'm thinking of here was I think the Elden Oryx. I wanted to get a Ripple Crescent Axe or whatever it's called. Which, it's just one of the weapons on my list that I hadn't gotten yet. And yeah, I sat here for like hours farming Elden Oryx, poor Elden Oryx. And yeah, they don't drop it. Eventually I was like, okay, let me double check to see if they drop it. And I don't know. Checking out Fextra, it's kind of 50-50 whether or not the drops going to be accurate. I don't know, they're probably better than that. I should shouldn't talk shit. Guy's just doing that out of the goodness of his heart, right? Yeah. Putting that. Awesome. Oh, am I still in the? Still in the throwing. All right, let's do some shinobi stuff. Can I deflect this? Yeah. Hey, look at that. It's not super helpful. I could easily have just walked to the side, but. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, again, like this is a fight I struggled with pretty hard in the base game, but that was way too easy. I'm obviously super good, but yeah. What else do I want to do? I need to probably plan this a little bit better. I had a template at some point where I was like, I'm going to do every weapon. I'm just going to do a run with every weapon. And here are the bosses that I'd like to fight every time. So maybe I'll go dig that thing up so this is a little more structured. First run, everybody. Thanks for sticking with me. I'm sure nobody's watching this, but anyway. Bye. I'm gonna stop for now.